What's up, guys? Hey, Jared Beckstrand here, Doctor of Physical Therapy, toneandtitan.com, and this is one of the toughest 6-minute ab workouts that I have ever done. I thought you guys might want to try it out too, so let's do it right now. Alright, so in order to really maximize your ab workouts, there are two key components that you need to remember. First of all, our trunk moves in a lot more directions than just forward and backwards. In order to actually maximize all the muscles in your abs, you need to add some side to side and you need to add some rotary components to your workout as well. This workout is going to hit all of those. The second thing is that it's one thing to kind of take your body and your muscles through these slow and controlled movements. If you vary the speed on that, if you incorporate some higher level kind of ballistic type intensity exercises, it's really going to take your results to the next level. So those are two key components that I tried to incorporate into this workout. The other things that I like about it is that it doesn't take a lot of time. Really, it's only 6 minutes long, and so we're going to be doing a really high intensity in not a lot of time. The last thing that I like about it is that you can do it anytime, anywhere, as there's no equipment required. Alright, so one more thing I'm going to mention. This series of exercises in this sequence gets pretty intense. If you're finding it too intense, what I've done is I actually recorded another workout with just some variations on each of these exercises. Check out the description to this video, and what I'll do is I'll leave the timestamp in that description where you can go right to that time in this video to access, again, kind of the beginner and intermediate versions of each of these exercises. So with no further ado, let's get to it. All right, you guys, here we go. Let's get it started. So we've got about 6 exercises that we're going to get through. We're going to get through 30 to 60 seconds of each with a couple rest breaks built in. Let's get started with some single leg drops with a butt lift. Lay down on your back, and then both of your legs are going to go straight up towards the ceiling. You're going to drop your left leg down towards the ground. Don't let it touch the ground. You're going to hover right above and then return to the starting position. Now, here's the key. As you return to the starting position, I want you to engage your core, especially those lower abs, to lift your hips and your pelvis up off of the floor. And so you get the single leg drop and then the double leg lift, and then you're going to repeat that on the other side. We're going to try to smash through 60 seconds of this. The other thing that I'll mention here is try to keep your back as flat as possible, especially as the leg drops down towards the floor. That's just going to engage your deepest layer of your abs to keep your back in that nice neutral position. Here we go, you guys. Only 10 seconds left. Should be feeling this. This is a great exercise for those lower abs especially. We've only got 2 seconds left. Nice job, you guys. Now what we'll do is we'll roll over into a plank position. I call this one a mountain climber plank with rotation. You're going to get down in the low plank position, and then what you do is jump your legs kind of forward and to the left, so you add a little bit of a rotary component, and then return back to that plank position, that full low plank position, and then jump your legs up and to the right. And so this, you guys, if you've never done this one before, we're going to do it for 60 seconds. This is killer. This is a great way that we're going to engage a ton of abs. Again, we add the ballistic movement, so it's a little bit more difficult. You also add the rotary component to this as well. We're targeting obliques with this, but then we're also hitting a lot of the transverse abdominis, that six-pack muscle, right down the front. So again, a little bit faster, a little bit higher intensity as we're controlling not only the leap up, but then also the leap back to that starting position. We're going to do 60 seconds of this one. And then congratulations, you've earned your first well-deserved break. And so we're going to take 30 seconds. Abs should be burning, should be on fire already. Again, this is not a long workout, but it's one that we're going to pack a ton of reps in. We're going to be going through a lot of different motions, just like those that we just did. We're going to be engaging a lot of our core muscles. And it's just a great workout, you guys. We only got 5 seconds left on the rest. And then we're going to go for some what we call in-out crunches. You're going to get into a reclined position on your back with your legs out in front of you, arms reach down towards your knees, and then you're going to pull your knees up towards your chest. As you pull your knees towards your chest comes down towards your knees, and then your arms bend as well. And so really, I try to think of this when your hands should stay about 6 inches away from your knees at all times. And then as you pull your knees into your chest, you pull your chest into your knees, and then you bring your arms with it as well. Looks good, you guys. We're going to go 60 seconds on this one, so we've got 30 seconds left. and I've got to take a break. No shame in that. Here we go. Try to get in as many reps as you can. Great exercise. We're engaging a ton of that upper rectus abdominis with this one. We're engaging a ton of lower rectus abdominis with this one. Anytime you get your hips, knees involved, your lower abs really have to work to stabilize that. And so that's what our in-out crunches look like. Next, one of my favorites, you guys, this one's brutal. We're going to go for a starfish crunch on this. Lay down on your back, your arms are over your head and kind of extended out to the side. Legs are also extended below you, so you kind of start in that open starfish position. And then what you're going to do is bring your right arm to your left knee and your left arm to your right knee. You're going to alternate doing that motion. Again, no shame in taking breaks if you need to. And so we're going to alternate left hand to right knee, right hand to left knee. And again, the feet are hovering up off of the floor. That's a key component to it, is that I don't want to give those lower abs any break. We're going to follow that up immediately with 60 seconds of a 90-90 crunch. And so a 90-90 crunch, what we're going to do is hips are in a 90 degree, knees are in a 90 degree. You're going to hold that position statically with your lower body while you bring your upper body up into this crunch position. So the crunch, all I want you to do is clear your shoulder blades up off of the floor. Don't interlock your fingers behind your head. You can place them behind your ears gently, but I don't want you to pull with your elbows. I don't want to stress that neck out at all. Should just be trying to, again, just lift your shoulder blades up off of the floor. So again, ton of lower ab activation with this as you hold your legs in that static 90-90 position. But then we're also hitting a lot of upper ab activation, especially that upper rectus muscle as we're hitting that crunch. Nice job, you guys. 60 seconds worth on that one. And then, congratulations, you've earned your second 30-second rest. Should need it by now. Those abs should be on fire, should be feeling that in areas that you haven't really felt that before. Again, it's a fast and furious workout. We're coming at it with a lot, and we're doing it in not a lot of time, but this is our next exercise. So 30-second rest, and then we're going to finish up with 60 seconds of a bicycle crunch. This is brutal. You guys, here we go. Buckle up. You can do it. Here we go. 60 seconds. So a bicycle crunch. Both feet are up off of the floor. Hands are behind the head. Again, don't interlock your hands behind your head, but then you're going to alternate bringing your left knee up towards your right elbow as your right elbow comes up towards your left knee. So I want you to clear that right shoulder blade, and then you're going to repeat that motion on the other side. So right knee comes up towards left elbow, left shoulder blade clears the ground, and then the opposite one, and then the right knee, then the left knee comes up towards the right elbow, and that right shoulder blade clears the ground. Here we go, you guys. 60 seconds worth of this one. We've only got about 20 seconds left, and then we've done it, you guys. Here we go. Finish strong. We've got 15 seconds left. How many reps can you get in 15 seconds? Here we go. 10 seconds left. You guys should be feeling this one. Great exercise for that rectus abdominis muscle, as well as for those obliques as we add that rotary component to it. And that's it, you guys. Nice job. Okay, about 6.5 minutes of a workout. Lay down and relax. If you need the intermediate or the modified versions of these exercises, they're coming at you right now. All right, you guys, and welcome to the modified version of this workout. Again, we're going to get through about 6 different exercises. We're going to do each for about 30 to 60 seconds based on the count that I'm going to demonstrate in this workout. Let's go ahead and get started with some single leg drops. And so to do that, we're going to lay on our back. Both feet come up straight towards the ceiling. And then what we're going to do is just alternate first left leg down towards the floor and then back up. And then the right leg down towards the floor and back up. Now the goal here, a couple of goals with this one. I want you to try to keep your back flat. And so engage those stomach muscles. Keep your pelvis kind of tucked down towards the ground. Try to keep your back flat against the ground as much as possible. We're going to do this one for a 60-second count. So we're about halfway there. Then the other objective, I want you to drop your leg down towards the ground, as close to the ground as you can get it without actually touching the ground. I want you to keep those abs engaged the entire time. And that's one way to do that. So again, as close to the ground as you can without actually touching the ground. And we're going to go for 60 seconds on this. This is a killer exercise, you guys, for those lower abs. Those are so tough to reach. This is a great way to do it. Anything where we are moving the legs and having to stabilize with the pelvis. That's a great way to activate those lower ab muscles. Next exercise we're going to get into is going to be a mountain climber with a rotation. So you're going to get into that tall plank position, and then we're going to do not just a standard mountain climber, would be bringing your knee straight forward, but we're going to add a rotary component to it as well. And so here we go. This is going to be my right knee up towards my left elbow. This is my left knee up towards my right elbow. And then we're just going to alternate that for a 60-second count. Great way to activate a ton of muscles with this. That rectus abdominis and then the deeper transverse abdominis are active as we're holding this tall plank position. Great way to activate both of those muscles. But then also we're going to add the rotary component to it as well. So again, when my knee comes up towards my opposite elbow, that's going to add a little bit of a rotation in your pelvis while your shoulders stay static. That means that those obliques have to be working in order to go through that motion. Nice job, everyone. There's 60 seconds on that. We've earned our first 30-second break. So enjoy 30 seconds here, kind of stretch out, take some deep breaths. Again, we're coming at you just as hard and fast as we can with these exercises, but we've also got a couple of rest breaks built in at some strategic times in this video so as to maximize our output. Our 30-second rest is almost up. We're going to get into this seated position. We're going to get into a semi-reclined position, and we're going to hit some Russian twists. Now, to do a Russian twist, I'm reclined back. My heels are on the ground. I'm reclined at my trunk, and then what we're going to do is hold that static recline position as we alternate reaching side to side. So here I'm over to my left side, here I'm over to my right. Again, the goal here is to create some separation from your shoulders and hips. We're going to hit this one for 60 seconds as we do this mountain climber. This is a great way that we're activating, again, a lot of that transverse abdominis muscle, the muscle down the front of your abs, but then we're also hitting a lot of obliques with this as well. Anytime we add either a rotary or a side bend component to it, it's a great way to kick on those oblique muscles. We're going to again hit this for 60 seconds. If you do need more resistance than this, you can, or to take this one to the next level, you can actually bring your heels up off of the ground. Kicks on the lower abs a little bit more as you hold that position statically. So that's what our Russian twist looks like. And so now let's get down into our modified starfish crunch. Down on your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. And then what you're going to do is reach both hands over your head. And then as you come up into the crunch, you're going to touch your left knee with your right hand and then come back to the starting position. Then you're going to touch your right knee with your left hand. So we're going to alternate that each time. And that's what that modified starfish crunch looks like. Again, a great way to kick on the rectus abdominis muscle, but then we're also adding that rotary component to it. Okay, 30 seconds on the modified starfish crunch. Now we're hitting 60 seconds of crunches. And so lay on your back, and then your hands are going to reach down towards your knees. The way that I like to teach crunches to people is all you've got to do is slide your hands from your thighs to your kneecaps. What that's going to do is lift those shoulder blades up off of the ground. That's how I want you to do this crunch. We're just trying to clear the shoulder blades. Again, we're going for 60 seconds on this one. And so it's a long time, you guys. We're working a ton of upper abs with this. That's where you're definitely going to feel it. You can do these with your hands behind your head. It's going to be a little bit more difficult if you do it with your hands behind your head. Just don't lock your hands behind your head. Just kind of touch. I tell people just place your fingertips behind your ears if that's what you're going to do. I don't want you cranking on your neck with that one. Nice job, you guys. So there's 60 seconds of a crunch. Here's our next 30-second break. And so lay down on your back, hands over your head, really stretch things out. We're going to take a 30-second break, and then we're going to finish up with 60 seconds of a modified bicycle crunch. I know you guys are burning right now. I know those abs are on fire. I know mine certainly were by this point. Let's do it though, you guys. 60 seconds. We can finish it up strong. Again, 60 seconds on a modified bicycle crunch. What you're going to do is lay down on your back with both knees extended, and then extend your left leg out straight. Bring your left knee to your right elbow, and then return it to the starting position, and then you're going to repeat it on the right side. So here's left leg out straight, left knee up to right elbow, return, right leg out straight, right knee to left elbow, and then we're just going to repeat that motion. And so again, 60 seconds on this. Anytime that we're bringing the hips up towards us, it's a great way to kick on lower abs. Anytime that we're bringing the shoulders and elbows down towards the hips and knees, it's a great way to kick on the upper abs. We're adding the rotation component to this as well, so we know the obliques are kicking on. I know that you guys are burning right now. We only got 10 seconds left on this, you guys. Here we go. Finish strong. How many more reps can you get in 10 seconds? I know it's on fire, but I know you can do it. 3, 2, 1. Excellent job, you guys. So there is your modified version of this 6-minute ab workout. All right, you guys, so there you have it. 6 awesome exercises in one killer sequence, resulting in one great 6-minute ab workout. Hey, I hope you guys liked this. I hope that you enjoyed this workout. I hope your abs were roasted just like mine were. If that's the case, if you did like this video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button down below. Thank you so much for those likes in advance. That goes a long way in getting this video noticed in the YouTube world, so thanks again for those. Also, if you haven't subscribed to Tone and Tighten, this is a great chance to do so. I try to share great workouts like this, some kind of physical therapy rehab tips and advice. Just my goal is to help you guys to achieve your fitness goals, to be your best version of yourself. I hope you take the chance to subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions or comments, or any even suggestions for future videos from Tone and Tighten, please leave that down below in a comment, and I promise I'll get to that as soon as I can. And until next time, we'll see you right back here on Tone and Tighten.